Bringing you one step closer to being dashing.
Hey phonies, this is Crazy Pretzel coming to you a TNA Impact review. Before I go into the review, I would like to wish everybody a Happy New Year. This is the first video of the year on Classic 1033's channel, featuring me, Crazy Pretzel, of course. And I look forward to a year of wonderful videos. A year of wonderful videos, to be correct, to correct myself on my grammar. So anyway, I'm gonna occasionally glimpse at my notes here to remember the show. Impact was a decent show. It wasn't like a phenomenal, great show, but it wasn't like in the toilet like Impact is known to be sometimes. But overall, I thought it was a good show. So we start the show off with an Immortal promo. Basically, they come to the ring and Bischoff wants all the champions to come out, and he swears under his lawyers, under God, under the devil, to Immortal, to the fans, to the stars, to the sun, to the WWE Universe. He swears to everybody that, nothing bad will happen to these guys. So Jay Lethal, Motor City Machine Guns, Douglas Williams, they all come out. They get in the ring, and then Bischoff is basically saying that at the pay-per-view we're going to have 5-star matches with my guys versus your guys, and then he wants them all to shake hands or something, and then Mortal winds up jumping him, beating him up, and then Bischoff's like, I'll find you guys, I want you to stop, but he really doesn't care at all. Rob Van Dam makes the save, chases him off, says to Bischoff he wants to know who his opponent is at the pay-per-view, and Bischoff's like, you'll find out when I'm good and ready. Or whatever. It was okay to start the show, but again, they always start the show with Immortal, so it's like, is it really anything new? Next we had Bubba Ray backstage challenging Devon to come out to the parking lot and fight him. So, to be continued later on. Next we had a Jeff Jarrett Mixed Martial Arts Challenge. He basically tweaked, to use McFoley's term, because he can't come up with a word of his own. He basically has, he tweaked his MMA challenge where it's people have to be as tall or shorter than him, and for some reason it's a exhibition match. I don't know what the difference between like an exhibition is and what he's been doing. I really don't understand the difference, so whatever. So he just beats up some fan who says he's from Puerto Rico, but he's now residing in Florida. Why didn't the fan just say he's from Florida? I'm telling you, some of those Floridians are strange people. They're foreign country-ish people that think that they're, I don't know. I don't want to rip on Puerto Ricans, but that guy represents them poorly in my opinion. But anyway, so Jarrett makes him tap out, and then Kurt Angle comes out through the crowd and chases him off, and then Jarrett's like, you're not supposed to be here or whatever, and then Angle has like this contract that Jarrett had in the ring, and he signs it because he's about his height or whatever. So we're gonna have Jarrett versus Angle in I guess exhibition mixed martial arts challenge or whatever at the pay-per-view. It's not a wrestling match, so to speak. But it's on a pay-per-view, so what do you expect? Whatever. Next, we finally had a good match. We had a Motor City Machine Guns versus AJ Styles and Kazarian. I gave this match 3 out of 5. I thought it was pretty good. The match went about 8 minutes long. There's some good teamwork in this match. There was a nice double suicide dive by the Machine Guns in the beginning of the matchup. There was a cool spot where AJ hit a side slam on I think it was what's his name? Not Shelley, the other guy, Chris Sabin. He hit him with that while Kazarian delivered a leg drop. That was pretty cool. And then, let's see, there was another really cool double team move. There was a cool spot where AJ went for the reverse DDT, his backflip reverse DDT to drop Shelly with it, but Shelly like countered it into a brainbuster. And then the finish saw AJ tried to use the belt, and then Saban like did a jumping enziguri to AJ, and then Shelly was able to hit the slice bread number 2 following that, and they pinned him. So they win the matchup. After the match, Bischoff comes out all angry at AJ, just looking at him. In the meantime, Beer Money comes out from behind and jumps the machine guns, and Storm's like choking Shelly with a belt or something. So making them look stronger for the pay-per-view or something. But it was a good match overall, I thought. Next we had Pope backstage complaining that someone's been following him with a camera, so he's gonna call out whoever this person is. I figured he was gonna call the cameraman out, because that's who generally follows the wrestlers around backstage and beyond. So Pope's calling out the cameraman, or so we think. Then we got Bischoff, Flair, and AJ backstage, and Bischoff's pissed at AJ. Wants him to start winning his matches or whatever. Then AJ complains that, they were the tag team champions, best team in TNA. He couldn't beat him, and then he's like, look at Ric Flair, the greatest of all time. He didn't win every match, and then Bischoff's like, whatever, you need to start winning. And he's like, or else what? Bischoff's like, you don't know what I'm gonna do. Which doesn't make sense, because he said if AJ doesn't win, he's kicked out of Fortune. So apparently he forgot his punishment. Whatever. Pardon me, folks, I'm recovering from a recent cold lately. So next we have Pope in the ring. He still says, like, I've got the congregation behind me, and there's still people in the crowd cheering for him. Even though he's supposed to be a heel, they don't know what's going on, those Floridians. Strange people. Well, just the ones at the Impacts. But anyway, so Joe comes out, Samoa Joe comes out, and then basically calls him a liar and a scumbag because he's been squandering all the money that he's been getting donation-wise. And then Pope basically just says, you call me a liar again and I'm gonna come after you. Oh, what they've done with Pope. This guy used to be a big hero in TNA, fighting immortal. So what does he do? Start stealing pocket change from a wishing well fountain. They couldn't come up with something better for this guy to do? Why doesn't he just keep fighting Fortune and lose? Even if he keeps losing, at least he's like, still has that fighting spirit to rage on or whatever. What a piece of crap storyline. I know they don't like Pope. He's in the doghouse, but still. Absolutely makes no sense. The storyline could be okay, but I really don't know what it's gonna do for either guy, Joe beats Pope, wow, he beat a guy that's been losing like crazy. Pope beats Joe, that could be somewhat of a good thing, I guess, but he's still a heel, which makes no sense, he should be a face. I don't know. Next we got Devon backstage saying that he's gonna accept Bubba Ray's challenge, Brother Ray's challenge, meet him in the parking lot. Whooped he do that. Next we have a good matchup, we have Knockouts tag match, it's Madison Rayne and Sarita versus Mickey James and Velvet Sky. And JB screwed up the introduction because Madison Rayne and Tara came out to the ring together, on the motorcycle. And he was like, and their partner, even though Madison Rayne was wrestling, not Tara, so it wasn't really there, it was her partner. Someone had to correct his grammar. But, so we have this tag matchup. It was okay. I liked there was a lot of double teaming by Madison and Sarita on Velvet for most of the match. Good stuff there. This cold is killing me. So we had Velvet had like a cool move. It was like a nice little head scissor on Sarita, but then she went for a schoolgirl, like just completely like she like stopped the move schoolgirl for a 2 count. That was cool. And then, as I said, there was a lot of double teaming for a while. Not really anything spectacular. Velvet hit a DDT on Sarita and was gonna pin her, but then Madison broke it up. Mickey got pissed off at this point, jumped in the ring, started cleaning house. The ref finally got her to get back out of the ring. Tara hits Velvet with her the hinge on her elbow pad, on her injured elbow or whatever. And then Sarita pins Velvet. So Madison and Sarita win their matchup. Good match, 3 out of 5 I gave it. I really think that they're doing a good job with this whole knockouts feud with Velvet and Sarita. It reminds me of like the Tommy Dreamer versus Raven storyline where Dreamer took him 3 years to pin Raven, and Velvet has yet to really pin or beat Sarita. So, but she keeps trying and keeps trying. Eventually she's going to, but I like that they're doing a really good job with this.